What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer. Today we have the brand new center mid built for level 25, level 50, level 75, level 100, and level 120. We're starting off with level 25 like we normally do. Your position is going to be CM. Height, you're going to go with 5'9". Weight, it's going to be 152 pounds. Now, for your playstyle plus, guys, we're going to go with the Tiki Taka Plus. You get this one at level 20. This will allow for those short distance passes to come out much accurately and the one-time passes to come out much faster. So go with this one, and then you're only going to have 3 playstyles unlocked from the regular one, and we're going to go with incisive pass so you can perform through balls much more accurately, and just long passes in general with wire triangle will come out more accurately. Then we're going to go with the intercept, guys. You are going to be playing in the middle of pitch. A lot of balls are going to be coming through the middle, so this is going to help you trap the ball a bit better and increase your reach so you can intercept the ball. Then, last but not least, we're going to go with a quick step. This is going to allow you to accelerate quicker, so when you don't have the ball and you're pushing up or you're dropping to help defend, whatever it is, when you don't have the ball, this will help you accelerate a little bit quicker. But these are the playstyles and playstyle plus that we went for level 25. For the running style, the one I've been recommending the entire year has been the Captain. I think this one's a really good one for CM. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. You don't have to use this one. You can use whichever one you prefer the most, but I recommend the Captain. Now we have the skill tree for level 25. You're only going to have 48 skill points, so we're going to get these 3 acceleration. You're going to get your pace focus, and then these 2 sprint speed. Now this gives you 80 acceleration and 85 sprint speed, which is alright, guys. Remember, you're only level 25, so you're not going to be the quickest. Then from the shooting, we're going to go with the 4-star weak foot, so you have the passing ability, so you can pass with either of your foot, and you don't have to worry about putting it on your preferred foot. And the 4-star weak foot will do the job until you get to the higher levels. Then from the passing, we're going to focus on some long passing. So get these 4 long passing. Now you have 89 long passing, which is already great at level 25. So you can perform through balls much more better. And when you pass it in the air far away from your teammates, that'll be more than enough for them to reach the ball. Then you got 81 vision. That's going to determine how accurate the through balls come out. And then you have 82 short pass, which that will do the job, especially since you have the Tiki Taka Plus. Then we got the dribbling. We're going to get the dribbling focus and then some agility on this right side. Get your ball control focus and then get more ball control. Now you have 84 agility, that's already good for level 25. You want to be able to turn quickly when you have the ball as a CM. Then you have 87 ball control, which this is going to help you trap the ball much better, and it's also going to help you intercept the ball much better so the ball isn't bouncing away from you. And then you have 78 balance and 81 dribbling, which I know it's low, but don't worry, we will upgrade that in the higher levels. Then we have the reactions. You're going to go with the 89 reactions. This will allow for your pro to be way more responsive and react to the ball much quicker as you're about to intercept it or receive the ball. If we back out, you're going to be an 82 overall CM. You have 82 pace. You got the 4-star weak foot. You got 82 passing, 82 dribbling, and then you got 78 physical. This was level 25 CM built. Now we have level 50 CM built. Your position CM heights, you're going to go with 5'9". Your weight, you're going to go with 152 pounds. For your playstyle plus, we're going to go with Tiki Taka Plus again. Once you go to the higher levels, we're going to get one of the passing ones, the other ones. But this is going to allow for those short distance passes to come out much more accurately, and the one-time passes will come out much quicker as well. Then from the regular playstyle, we're going to go with incisive pass, so the through balls come out much better. And just when you do wide ball or triangle ball in the ground, just comes out much more accurately. Then we're going to go with a ping pass, guys. So when you press RB or R1 and X on PlayStation, the ball travels much faster on the ground and your teammates will receive the ball much quicker. Then we're going to go with the long ball pass, so you have the ability to play the ball in the air. And if you need to find your teammates that are far on the pitch, you can do that. If you don't use this playstyle, the ball takes ages in the air for it to fall down to your teammate. So I highly recommend a long ball pass. And you can do chip passes as well once you have the long ball pass much more accurately, the chip passes. Then from the defending, guys, we're going to go with the intercept. This is going to help you trap the ball much better. So definitely go with this one. So you're going to be playing in the middle of the pitch. You're going to have a lot of balls going through the middle. Then we're going to go with anticipate, guys. This is going to improve the standing tackles for when you go for the standing tackles, and they come out much more accurately. And then last but not least, we got the quick step. This is going to allow you to accelerate quicker when you're off the ball. So when you're tracking an opponent, when you're just running and you don't have the ball on you, this will allow you to accelerate quicker. But these are the playstyles and playstyle plus that we went for level 50. For the running style, the one I've been recommending the entire year has been the Captain. I think this one's a really good one for CM. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. You don't have to use this one. You can use whichever one you prefer the most, but I recommend the Captain. Now we have the skill tree for level 50. You're going to have 87 skill points. Get your acceleration filled out. On this right side, you're going to get these 3 sprint speed, and then you're going to get the pace focus just like this. This gives you 85 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, which is good for level 50. Then from the weak foot, or from the shooting, you're going to get the 4-star weak foot, so you can pass with either other foot. We are going to get to the 5-star weak foot eventually in the higher levels, but for now, this will do more than the job. Then from the passing, get your long passing. You're going to get your passing focus, and then we're going to get some vision. Now, this is going to give you 88 vision, which is going to determine how accurate the through balls come out. And on top of that, you have 91 long pass. So when it comes to long passing, whether it's on the ground or in the air, you should be covered, because we also went with the long ball pass play style. And then 85 short pass, that does the job, guys, especially since we have the Tiki Taka Plus. So these are some really good passing stats. Then from the dribbling, get your dribbling focus. You're going to get your agility, more dribbling focus. This dribbling here, then ball control focus, guys. Get that ball control focus with that ball control. Now, you have 90 agility, which is really good, guys. You want to be able to turn quickly directions when you have the ball. 83 balance is all right for now. Then you have 93 ball control, which is amazing. That is really, really good ball control. You want to be taking really good control of the ball, especially in the middle of the pitch. And then you got the 87 dribbling. You only got the 3-star skill moves right now, but don't worry. We will get it to a 4-star in the higher levels. And then last but not least, we're going to go with reactions and composure now. Reactions and composure are really important for CM. Reactions is going to allow for your pro to react much quicker to the ball, and it's also going to help you intercept the ball as well. And it will make your pro way more responsive. And then you have 87 composure, which is good for now. This is going to allow you to play under pressure when you have someone on you, and you can still perform passes well with no issues whatsoever when you have high composure. We look at the overall stats. You're going to be 86 rated CM. You have 86 pace. You got the 4-star weak foot, 85 passing, 88 dribbling, and 78 physical. This was level 50 CM built. Now we have level 75 CM built. Your position is going to be CM. Height, you're going to go with 5'10". Weight, you're going to go with 152 pounds. Then by level 60 or something, you're going to have all your playstyle plus unlocked. So the first one we're going to go with, guys, is the ping pass plus. When you do press RBA or R1 and square on PlayStation, the ball travels much faster on the ground, and it makes it much quicker for your teammates to receive the ball. And I highly recommend this, guys. Really, really good. And it's been good all year. Then for the next one, we're going to go with the quick step plus. It's going to allow for your pro just to accelerate much faster, basically. So when you don't have the ball and you're sprinting, it's going to kick in. It lasts about 5-6 seconds. And this is really good. Then from your regular play styles, we're going to go with incisive pass. So you have the ability to perform through balls much better. And just Y or triangle balls in general. Then we got the long ball pass, so you can find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, or anytime you play a ball in the air with X or square if you're on PlayStation, X if you're on Xbox, the ball will be much more accurate and travel much quicker in the air. So definitely go with the long ball pass. Then we're going to go with the regular Tiki Taka, just for the quick, short distance passes, guys. This is really good for CM, especially if you're moving the ball really quick. It's going to be really good for that. Then we got the intercept. This can help you not only extend your reach, but also trap the ball. So if you're playing CM and you're not using this, the ball's going to keep bouncing off of you a lot more than if you didn't have this. So definitely go with the intercept. Then we're going to go with anticipate, guys, just to make those standing tackles just a bit better, and so the ball doesn't bounce off of you when you make that standing tackle. Then last but not least, guys, there's 2 options you guys can go with. Press proven is really good. So when you're not running with the ball and you're just jogging, and you press left trigger or L2 and you shield the ball, will be much more effectively, and the ball stay much closer to your feet when you're just jogging with the ball. Also want to mention the aerial isn't bad either. Neither is the relentless, but we're going to go with the press proven, and these are the play styles and playstyle plus that went for level 75. For the running style, the one I've been recommending the entire year has been the captain. I think this one's a really good one for CM. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. You don't have to use this one. You can use whichever one you prefer the most, but I recommend the captain. Now, for the skill tree level 75, you're going to have 123 skill points. You're going to get your acceleration filled out, your sprint speed almost filled out. Now, this gives you 85 acceleration and 89 sprint speed. This is really good for level 75. Remember, you can always get more pace through the facilities. Don't worry, we will max out the pace in the higher levels. Then you're going to get the 5-star weak foot, so you can pass with either of your foot. You don't have to worry about putting it on your preferred foot. Then from the passing, we're going to get the long passing almost maxed out. Passing focus, get your vision filled out, and then we're going to get some short passing just like this. Now, look how well these passing stats are. 88 vision, that's going to determine how accurate those through balls come out. And you also have the incisive pass playstyle. So your through balls are going to be very, very on point as long as you're aiming it and giving the right amount of bars. Then you got 91 long pass with 91 short pass. Really, really good passing stats, guys. Really good. Then from dribbling, get your dribbling focus, get the agility, and then we're going to get these two dribbling right here. On this right side, get your ball control focus, and then you're going to get some balance, just like this. Now, this gives you 90 agility, which is great. You want to be able to turn quickly, directions when you have the ball, especially in the middle of the pitch. 89 balance is going to make it hard or difficult for opponents to knock you off the ball and for your pro to be falling to the ground. Then you got 93 ball control with 89 dribbling, which I think is really, really good. You only got 3-star skill moves. We are going to get the 4-star skill move, I think, in level 100. If you really want the 4-star skill move now, you can always take some physical stats off. We're going to add some physical right now. You're going to go with some stamina, and then we're going to go with some reactions and composure, guys. Now, this gives you 91 composure, which is amazing. You want to have high composure as a CM, so when you're under pressure, your pro can still perform passes and long passes good. And then you got 95 reactions, which is going to allow your pro to react quicker to the ball, and it's going to make your pro way more responsive, believe it or not. And then you have 85 stamina, which is good for now. We're going to get the stamina way higher. Now we back out. You're going to be an 87 rated CM. You have 87 pace, 5-star weak foot, 87 passing, 90 dribbling, and 79 physical. This is level 75 CM build. Now we have level 100 CM build. Your position is going to be CM. Height is going to be 6 foot. And weights, we're going with 152 pounds. Then for your playstyle plus, I highly recommend the Ping Pass Plus, guys. You're going to be doing, a lot of passing, especially since you're playing CM. And when you press RBA or R1 and X, this will get activated and the ball travels much quicker, guys. And it's way better than not having it on. Then we're going to go with Quick Stat Plus, so you can just accelerate much quicker, guys. So when you don't have the ball and you're sprinting, it's going to kick in. This is going to be really good to be just running around the middle of the pitch and showing support, whatever it is when it comes to running. Then from your regular playstyles, we're going with Incisive Pass to help you out with those through balls. They come out much more accurately. Then we're going with the long ball pass, so you can find your teammates that are far out on the pitch in the air with X or square if you're on PlayStation, or if you ever need to do a little chip pass. So anything that has to do with lob and lofted passes in the air, they're going to come out much more better, and the ball doesn't take too long in the air if you weren't using it. Then we're going with Tiki Taka, guys, just for those quick one-time passes and short distance passes. Next, we got the intercept. This is going to help you trap the ball, and the ball is not going to be bouncing off of you as much if you didn't have this. Highly recommend this, especially since you're playing in the middle of the pitch. You're going to have a lot of balls going through the middle. Then we got anticipate. This is going to improve your chances of winning the standing tackle, and the standing tackles just come out more accurately, and the ball doesn't bounce away from you when you do make that standing tackle. Then last but not least, guys, we got the press proven. This is going to keep the ball very close to your feet when you're not running with the ball, so when you're just jogging, and then when you're shielding the ball with left trigger or L2, it's going to be way more effective. I also want to mention Relentless isn't bad either. Aerial isn't bad either. But these are the play styles and playstyle plus that we went for level 100. For the running style, the one I've been recommending the entire year has been the Captain. I think this one's a really good one for a CM. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. You don't have to use this one. You can use whichever one you prefer the most, but I recommend the Captain. At level 100, you're going to have 160 skill points. So max out your pace at this level. You're going to have 87 acceleration and 95 sprint speed. This is really good, guys. Remember, you can always get more pace through the facilities. Then we got the shooting. We're going to go with the 5-star weak foot, so you can pass with either of your foot and you don't have to worry about putting it on your preferred foot. From the passing, we're going to get these two vision with the curve on this left side, and then get some short passing with the passing focus, and then you're going to get your long passing maxed out completely, just like this. Make sure you get this vision right here. Now, you got 93 vision. That's going to determine how accurate those through balls come out. Then you got 96 long pass with 94 short pass. So boys and girls, when it comes to passing, whether it's on the ground, in the air, it should come out accurate as long as you're aiming it properly and you're giving the right amount of power on the passes. Remember, we have the Ping Pass Plus, you have the incisive play style, the regular one, and then you have the Tiki Taka and the long ball passes. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to passing, you should be covered as long as you know what you're doing. Then from the dribbling, get your dribbling focus. We are going to go with the 4-star skill move now. Get some dribbling, get the ball control focus, and then you want your ball control and balance just like this. Now, this gives you 89 agility, which is good. Remember, you're 6 foot, so 89 agility is actually good for a 6 foot build. 88 balance, 92 ball control, 88 dribbling, and you have the 4-star skill move in case you ever need to do a skill move to get an opponent off you or create some open space. And then guys, you got 92 ball control. Your approach should not be taking bad touches of the ball. You should be able to trap the ball, and the ball control is also important for when you're making interceptions as well. And then you have 88 balance, which is going to make it difficult for opponents to just push you off, and for your pro to fall on the ground will be much more difficult. Then from the physical, we're going to go with some stamina, and then stamina and jumping. And then on this right side, focus on your reactions and composure. 91 composure is really good. You want your composure in the high 80s, low 90s, because that's going to allow for your pro to perform to the best ability, make good passes when you're under pressure. The 95 reactions is going to allow for your pro to react much quicker to the ball. It's going to also let your pro react quicker as you're about to intercept the ball and just make your overall build way more responsive. Then you got 90 stamina, which this should be more than enough. Remember, you can always go with the relentless playstyle if you want. And then you also got 80 jumping, which doesn't hurt. If we back out, you're going to be an 89 overall CM with 91 pace, 5-star weak foot, 90 passing, 89 dribbling, and 81 physical. This was level 100 CM build. Now we have level 120 CM build. Your position, you're going with CM. Height is going to be 6 foot. You definitely want to have some height. I mean, playing 5'9 or 5'10 isn't bad, but the height doesn't hurt. Weight, you're going to go with 152 pounds. And for your playstyle plus, first one I highly recommend is the pink pass. When you press RB8 or R1 and X, the ball travels much faster on the ground. And it's just really good, guys. I recommend just making RB8 or R1 and X like your main passing options or button layouts, because the ball travels quicker on the ground and your teammates will get the ball much quicker. Then we're going with quick stat plus, guys. As a CM, when this kicks in, you're going to be running or starting off your runs much faster than if you didn't have it. And this is going to activate when you don't have the ball. So when you don't have the ball, this will kick in. So if you need to track down an opponent, if you're pushing up or you're pushing down, this is going to kick in. Then from the regular passing, we're going with incisive pass, so you can perform those through balls just a bit more accurately, guys. Then we're going with the long ball pass. So if you ever need to switch it or play any ball in the air, this is going to be good for that. If you don't use this and you try to switch it or play the ball in the air, the ball just takes forever to reach your team. So definitely go use this. Then we're going with the tiki-taka for the quick, short distance passes, and the one-time passes come out much faster. Next, we got the intercept. I highly recommend using the intercept, guys, because if you don't, the ball is going to just keep bouncing off of you and your pro's not going to trap the ball. Not only will it trap the ball much better, but it's going to increase the reach when you go for the interceptions. Then we got anticipate. This is to improve your standing tackles, guys. If you don't use this sometimes and you go for standing tackles, they might not come out that accurately, and sometimes the ball might bounce off of you when you make that standing tackle. So make sure you use anticipate. Next, and the last one, press proven, guys. Press proven is really good. You're not always going to be sprinting when you have the ball. Sometimes you need to control the ball. You're just jogging with your pro, which is going to keep the ball much closer to your feet. And then when you need to shield the ball with left trigger or L2, the shielding will be much more effective, so you can just control the ball in the middle of the pitch. I also want to mention the aerial and relentless aren't bad either for a CM, but these are the playstyles and playstyle plus that we went for level 120. For the running style, the one I've been recommending the entire year has been the captain. I think this one's a really good one for a CM. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. You don't have to use this one. You can use whichever one you prefer the most, but I recommend the captain. Now for the skill tree for 120, you're going to have 184 skill points. Max out your pace, guys. You want to be a fast CM. I don't care how good of a CM you are. The pace doesn't hurt. You're going to be coming against pacey opponents, so make sure you have your pace maxed out. You have 87 acceleration and 95 sprint speed. Remember, you can always get more pace through the facilities, but this should do the job for majority of you guys or most of you guys. From the shooting, we're going to go with a 5-star weak foot, so you can pass with either of your foot. Now, this isn't a box-to-box CM build, so this is not going to have finishing or long shots. So if you're hoping for that, I apologize. Then from the passing, we're going to go with some curve and vision. And then on this right side, you're almost going to max out everything besides the last short passing. But you're going to get your long passing completely maxed out. Now, you have 93 vision. This is going to determine how accurate those through balls come out. Then you have 96 long pass with 94 short pass. So it doesn't matter what type of pass you do, whether it's on the ground, in the air, you have the stats for it and you have the play styles to help you out with it. As long as you're aiming it properly and you're given the right amount of power, boys and girls, you should be able to find anyone, any of your teammates on the pitch. These are really good passing stats for a CM with the high vision as well. Then from the dribbling, go with dribbling focus, go with the more agility. You're going to get the 4-star skill move. You're going to get these 2 dribbling on this right side. Focus on your ball control and then get that balance as well. Now, you got 89 agility, which is good. Remember, you're 6 foot. You're kind of heavy. So 89 agility is not bad. It's in the high 80s. Then you have 88 balance, which that's going to determine how often your pro falls when you're being challenged by other opponents. Now you have 88 balance, you have the press movement play style, and this build will have some strength. So it's going to be very difficult for opponents to knock you off the ball. So you can control and dominate the middle of the pitch. 92 ball control is amazing as well. And then you have 88 dribbling. Remember, guys, the ball control is not only good for controlling the ball, but when you're making interceptions, guys, when you're making interceptions, the ball control is important. Then you got 88 dribbling with the 4-star skill moves. Sometimes you might need to do a skill move to get an opponent away from you or to create some open space. If you're not going to use a 4-star skill move, guys, you can always take this out and put either some shooting stats if you want or some dribbling and ball control. Then we are going to go with some defending, guys. We're going to go with these 3 interceptions and then these 3 standing tackles. Now, you have 81 standing tackle, 80 interceptions, and 80 defensive awareness. That's going to do the job, guys. You don't need to have 89 or 90 defending stats. This is going to do the job because you have the intercept playstyle, which is going to improve the chances of you intercepting the ball and trapping the ball. And then you have the anticipate. So when you go for standing tackles, they come out much more accurately and the ball doesn't bounce away from you as you're making a standing tackle. So this will do the job, guys, when it comes to interception and standing tackle. Then from the physical, we're going to go with some strength. Like I mentioned, you don't want to be a weak CM. Then we're going to go with some stamina and then more stamina and then stamina and jumping. And then on this right side, get this composure. You're going to get some reactions and then we're going to get composure filled out. Not filled out, but the middle row filled out. You have 92 composure. So when you're under pressure, your pro should be able to pass short, long distance. Animation should come out good because you have really good composure. Then you got 95 reactions, which is going to make your pro way more responsive, react to the ball quicker as you're about to receive it. Then you got 84 strength. This is good strength for a CM. So when it comes to physical battles, you should win most of them, guys, especially since most CMs don't have that much strength. So 84 strength should do the job. Then you got 90 stamina. So you should be able to run as much as you want. If your stamina is still going down quite a bit, you can add the relentless playstyle. And then 85 jumping, I think that's good. And you're 6 foot. So you should have some aerial battles that you should win. You're not going to win all of them, but you should win a good amount of them. Now we back out, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be a 90 rated CM. You have 91 pace. You got the 5-star weak foot. You got 90 passing. 89 dribbling. From the defending, what really matters is the interception, standing tackle, and defensive awareness. And then you have 84 physical. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.